We are going to see a very difficult 2023. Why? Because you look back, shock upon shock upon shock that has exhausted public buffers. And you look forward, US slowing down because of high interest rates to fight inflation, and that has to be the priority. Yeah. Europe, half of it likely in recession in 2023, maybe even more. China slowing down. That inevitably creates a very difficult environment for next year. Where we have to zero in on, though, is awareness of the risks of climate change are particularly high among younger people. When you survey youth anywhere in the United States, in India, in Europe, in China, the desire to see action is through the roof. Now, the more we go into time that young people...
They're not necessarily the tax-paying public, though, are they?
The more we move into the time that they become the tax-paying public, the more we would feel it in pressures. Yeah. And in meanwhile, the only hope I have is for us, our generation, to recognize that climate change is real. It is very destructive for our economies. It actually is potentially even a bigger risk to supply chains than what we have seen with COVID. And it has to be taken seriously. Now, what are the levers we have? One, put every business on equal footing. That means that carbon-intensive businesses have to be recognizing that they impose a cost on the public, on public health, and of course on the disruptions we see from climate. We have been advocating for using whatever is appropriate. In some countries there is tax, in some countries there is trade, in some countries like the United States there are regulations that move more climate friendly businesses